I want to share some music with you and some words with you. In order to really feel comfortable and be able to get out of all of the negativity this week in the news, it's been wonderful to be able to write. It's been wonderful to be able to read. I hope that all of you are taking advantage of these moments to let go and let God. Tonight we're going to take a short journey together, learning about the history of how women traveled from the place of song leaders, choir conductors, chorus members, and educators, all the way to the Bima. We will begin with a little history in order to fully comprehend their struggles to their eventual success. What better place to begin than in the Bible itself? We come across different women who were leaders and where song was connected to their heroism. Take, for instance, Miriam, the prophetess, who led the women with timbrel in hand after crossing the Red Sea, where she probably sang her own version of Moses' hymn of triumph. And then there's Jephthah, daughter who met the victorious father with dancing and timbrels. Similarly, women celebrated David's victory over Goliath with dancing and singing and with timbrels in the streets. The Song of Deborah is a victory hymn sung by Deborah and Barak about the defeat of the Canaanite adversaries by some of the tribes of Israel. We can see by just these 4 examples that women did play a major force in the music of our history, but their ability to pray as men did, well, that was very different. The injunction concerning Kol Isha, a woman's voice, limiting the singing voice of women, prevailed since Talmudic times among all Jewish traditions, barring participation in religious rituals and liturgy. So how did women break out of this heavily guarded tradition? The answer lies in time, in circumstance, in change, and in pure determination. Over the centuries, men like Abraham Goldfaden, a Russian-born Jewish poet and playwright, stage director and actor, devised and developed a new genre, the operetta, for his performing troupes of singing actors and instrumentalists who traveled the Jewish communities throughout Europe. And they featured, mostly in their shows, women. By the 1880s in America, the female actresses became role models, yet they remained primarily in the entertainment business and certainly off the Bima. As time passed, as change continued in American life, the concept of isolating Kol Isha in an observant Jewish life became more and more challenging. Following World War II, 3 schools of sacred music were instituted, one of them being HUC JIR, otherwise known as Hebrew Union College Jewish Institute of Religion. Within this school, in New York City, where I went, was the School of Sacred Music. And from its very beginnings, it admitted women to study liturgical music, but with an understanding that they could become music educators and choral leaders, but not cantors. However, in 1975, the very first woman to be ordained as a cantor was Barbara Osfeld. And I had the pleasure of knowing her because she was in her last year of school when I was coming into, I was going into my first year and she was finishing. From this time forward, women began to find their rightful place on and off the Bima. As an aside, I also was in the first 10 years of women graduating the Cantorial School of Hebrew Union College. So now we're going to take a major leap over to Jewish camps, from Hebrew Union College to Jewish camps. Backing up a little to the 60s and 70s, another new genre of worship music grew out of the Reformed Music Summer Camp movement. I will tell you that by the words of many of my teachers in Hebrew Union College, they didn't like it. They certainly didn't like when I brought my guitar to school. Things had a long way to go, but didn't take as long as we thought. This new music had no use for the traditional organ and choir used in most synagogues. Instead, this new music was composed for acoustic guitar and group singing, focusing on the making of the music simpler, thoroughly democratic in its singability, with a mix of English and Hebrew. Rock influences also entered into the scene. You had music that was influenced by Carole King and Peter, Paul, and Mary, as well as later people like Matisyahu and the reggae beats that we hear so much in the music today. Now, I know you want to hear some of this music, so let's get to a few of the folk singers and cantors who helped to bring this music to the Bima. The first one I'm going to sing from is Debbie Friedman. Incredible, brilliant artist. She was, I think, in my opinion, to the modern Jewish folk music what Gershwin was to his time. Though she died much too soon, unfortunately, her music has permeated every classroom and sanctuary from the Reform movement to the modern Orthodox. Here is one of my favorite pieces, Lechi Lach.
You do not know. Lechi lach. On your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach. And I shall make your name great. Lech lecha. And all shall praise your name. Lechi lach. To the journey I will show you. Lesimchat chayim. Lesimchat chayim. Lesimchat chayim. Lechi lach. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach.
And Debbie, you are in God's arms. May you continue to be a blessing as you are a blessing to all of us who sing your music and who have been touched by your soul. Now, the next artist whose music and talent has left a mark on all ages is the music of Julie Silver. Julie is a very popular composer and folk singer who was influenced, of course, by the camps and people like Debbie Friedman. She has been an artist in resident here at Temple Beth Am more than one time, and she performs throughout the country. Here is Julie's Chazak Chazak, be strong, words that we chant each time we complete a different book of Torah, as we did last week when we completed the book of Exodus. Chazak Chazak.
Candles burn in the window on this Friday night. Listen close and look within. Be part of our light. We're singing together joyfully, passing love along. Shabbos keeps our family. Week by week we're growing strong. Chazak, chazak, benit chazek. Chazak, chazak, benit chazek. Be strong, and we will be strengthened. Chazak, chazak, benit chazek. As we're teaching teaching our children. They'll be teaching us too. Book by book from the Torah. Each one reads like new. A tree of life is growing. It started from a seed. Shabbos keeps our family. It gives us the strength we need. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Be strong, and we will be strengthened. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Join me. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. Be strong, and we will be strengthened. Chazak, chazak, v'nid chazek. We'll be strengthened. We'll be strengthened. We'll be strengthened.
I guess you know why I chose that piece for us. We all can use a little being strengthened. Oh, another one of my favorites. And what's really wonderful is that I have known each and every one of these people. Going back to Debbie Friedman, of course I met her at many concerts, but the last time I saw her in person, I saw her one more time after this, but this was the most precious moment. She was very weak, and my friend was helping her to get into the car. And I had my two little girls with me at that time. They were very young. And in her weak moment, she didn't have a lot of strength. She kind of summoned me over to the car and my kids. And she said to my kids, "Do you know how special your mother is? And do you know what a wonderful musician she is?" And that stayed with me forever. To get that compliment from Debbie Friedman made my day. And I've had that same wonderful relationship with Julie, and I've had the same wonderful relationship with Beth Schaefer. Beth Schaefer also came down to Miami. She is so talented. She went to the University of Miami, and then she went to Orlando, where she was part of a congregation and then went on her own. And I remember her coming and flying down to Miami a few times so that I could mentor her. Now she's just flying. A great artist, a great guitarist, a wonderful human being. And so, Beth Schaefer, we're going to sing your piece that I love called Sabbath Peace.
Oh, Sabbath peace, come into my heart. Oh, Sabbath peace, please be in my prayers. Pour from my mouth and shower the children with your song, and dance with your tunes in their heads till you have a sing-along. Oh, Sabbath peace, come into my home. Oh, Sabbath peace, awaken in my soul. Stretch out your warm, loving arms, embrace me like a friend. Then linger with me all through the week until you come again. Lay, lay, lay,
beautiful Beth Schaefer. And my final person is a Chazan, a graduate of Hebrew Union College. I knew her in school. She's fun, she's loving, she has an infectious laugh. Her name is Lisa Levine. Now Lisa brings a very unique style to her music, and she incorporates yoga prayer into many of her practices. She's been devoting her life to building bridges between people of all faith traditions for more than 30 years. The song is called Behold How Good. It's a Hine Matov. Hallelujah, amen. May we continue singing, and may we have many, many times that we can reach out and sing praise to God. All together, soon, once again.